Build the dream in FIFA 20, pay less and get more, and use the code TVM at checkout for a bigger discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to Team of the Week predictions. Of course, we did an early Team of the Week predictions. Thank you very much for the support on that. If you could show the same support on this, that would be fantastic. By, of course, hitting the like button. Rully up first with 7 saves in a 0-0 draw. Goalkeepers were bit sporadic this week. I've put a high-rated one in there, despite the fact that it was a pretty standard performance. Sells up next with 5 saves and a clean sheet and a 1-0 win for Strasbourg. And of course, that goalkeeper that I just mentioned. And the final one for today's episode, EDERSON. Clean sheet in a win over Aston Villa. To be fair, he did make a couple of important saves. Villa came close on occasion when the game was still 0-0. And, yeah, he was equal to it. So, you know, they like to throw in a high-rated goalkeeper, whether it be 86 plus. And EDERSON definitely fits the bill. But, you know, knowing them, they'll just do whatever they want. WILMOT has scored in a derby. Well. He's got himself a goal in a 1-0 win against Cardiff. And, of course, Swansea and Cardiff are South Wales rivals. And even though I'm from South Wales, I don't really care. Let's move on to Salisu. That was the only silver, by the way, in this week's Team of the Week predictions. Salisu with 1 goal in a 2-0 win. Real Valladolid defenders, their prices are about to go through the roof. If EA have a brain, they will release the La Liga League SBC this week. Dumic with 1 goal in a 1-0 win. Not a desirable centre-back by any stretch of the imagination, but if you are a fan of that club, then I'm sure you'll be happy to see it, because there are a lot of players out there who do well for a particular club that isn't necessarily highly rated. And for instance, Semedo is another one. He's got himself 1 goal and a 2-0 win. You know, Olympiacos not part of the top 5. They don't even have a full league in this game, I don't think. There's only a handful. So, if you are a fan of these players, fingers crossed they do get themselves special cards. Dunkley could be up for a second inform with 2 goals. However, the game finished 2-2. And in classic EA fashion, it wouldn't surprise me that they've gone, oh, well, he scored 2, yes, sure. But he's also conceded 2. So, yeah, keep an eye on that one. Rosales of Leganas with 1 goal in a 1-0 win. And I believe this is the final. Well, I've split it up differently this week. Normally, I go from lowest to highest. This week, I've done the lowest defenders. And now we're on to the... Oh, we've got one more defender to go in FERRO. FERRO. 1 goal and a clean sheet and a man of the match award and a 1-0 win. I've put anything below 82 rated in the sort of just basic defenders category, and now into the midfield with Bakayev. He's managed to get himself 3 assists, and that was a derby as well. I've not seen a Russian league inform this year. Last year it was only from the 2 Moscow clubs that they were doing informs for, because obviously they don't have the rights to the likes of Buenos Aires and such, so we'll have to wait to see there. GRESSEL with 1 goal and 1 assist in a 1-0 win for Atlanta. A couple of people from the MLS up for grabs, actually. I've gone for GRESSEL because, hey, why not? It seemed like the most logical one. I just didn't know whether extra time counted or not. KITTEL up next with 2 goals and a 6-2 win for, is it Hamburger? They've got... I mean, he's alright. If he was a midfield, like a central player, he wouldn't be too bad for a 78 rated card, but for a left wing, it's a bit like 9 goal situation. Diemers up next with a hat-trick in a 4-1 win. Tell you what, the Dutch league this year, they need to get some love, because if EA pull their finger out, they could have some pretty decent cards by the end of the year. Rodriguez up next of Fenerbahce with 1 goal and 1 assist and a man of the match award in a 5-1 win. Whopping result there. Is that a good card? It's borderline. It could be good with 1 more in form. So fingers crossed he can keep his form going. And continuing with Botius. Yeah, I'm going to say Botius. It just looks right, you know. He's got 1 goal and 1 assist in a 3-1 win. Not a bad looking super sub, actually. 82 rated though, and again falls into the sort of lesser category. Yazitsi, this guy. It's a shame he's a right wing, because he doesn't actually play right wing. Well, I say that, he has been this season, but he's not normally a right wing. He's normally like a cam. But he has played the majority of the games for Lille this year, right wing. 1 goal, 2 assists and a 3-0 win. Boadu. Probably said that wrong, and I apologise. Quite a good little sort of 78 rated player to go maybe alongside Is it Malin? I forget what his name is. Is it Malin? 2 goals and a 4-0 win against PSV, no less, as well. Not a game that they were expected to win. TOKO-EKAMBI of Villarreal, and not the only Villarreal player to mention this week, actually. He got 2 goals and a 4-1 win. I don't think this is going to happen. I thought it would, but then the more that I did Team of the Week predictions, the more I realised, oh, there are a lot more strikers available this week, so keep an eye on him. Mitrovic should get one, though, with a hat-trick in a 3-2 win. I believe this was a midweek game. I don't think it'll matter too much, and he should be in there with an inform. I'm pretty sure he's used commonly in an SBC, so maybe stock up on him. Moving on to Jose Perez, and of course there's a lot to talk about around Leicester. Jose Perez with a hat-trick, but he's not the only player in that game to get himself a hat-trick. The game finished, of course, 9-0. If I were EA, I would release maybe 2 as informs in the Team of the Week, and then I would put one as an objective, because I think it's just fair. But moving on to Pavard, this is a bit of a more wishful thinking than anything else, I think. Pavard with 1 goal in a 2-1 win. It was a very good goal as well. It was a very clean strike. And if you can give it to Nainggolan for a good goal, why not Pavard, a centre-back who's not known for scoring those type of goals? Do you know what I mean? Oscar up next with 1 goal and a 3-0 win. Now, this is questionable because EA have overlooked many Chinese league player who have scored 2 goals and 1 assist, or 2 and 2, or maybe even a hat-trick, and Oscar's only scored 1. But there are a severe lack of high-rated cards this week, so I wouldn't be surprised. Moving on, Chilwell, another Leicester player. Now, out of Perez, the other guy that I'm yet to mention, and Chilwell, I actually think Chilwell deserves it more. Having watched the game, Chilwell with 1 goal and 2 assists and a 9-0 win. He was literally involved in everything. He deserves the inform more than anyone on that pitch, but I don't think he'll get it. Muriel with a hat-trick in a 7-1 win. What is with the high scores? Atalanta winning 7-1, and that Muriel card looks a little bit dangerous. I think he's just on the edge of usability as well. Like, had that gone another week, I think it would have just fallen short behind the quality that was available. So, yeah, good timing. Pulisic, this does, unfortunately, for me at least, fall beneath the quality level. He's got not just a hat-trick, a perfect hat-trick. Left foot, right foot header in a 4-2 win. Don't quote me on that, by the way, because I read that, so I heard that somewhere. I've not actually seen his... I think I've seen one of his goals, but I've not seen the rest of them. 1 more in form, and we're looking good. Neres up next with 1 goal and 1 assist in a 4-0 win for Ajax. Is that enough for a Dutch league player? Not normally, to be fair. Thought I'd throw him in there, though, because obviously this isn't your standard Team of the Week predictions. I don't follow any rules. I don't go to any set number of players. I will put in as many players as I find that are eligible. Moving on to Ilicic. We've already had our Atalanta striker in Muriel, but we might as well mention him. 2 goals and a 7-1 win. Wouldn't surprise me if EA completely bypassed the hat-trick and put him in there because he's higher rated, and it wouldn't surprise me if they put both of them in there, because why not? Although I'm sure they would be outrage? Yeah, maybe outrage isn't the right word, if they put more Atalanta than Leicester players in. Moreno potentially in for a second inform, although I did mention EKAMBI. But then with the amount of strikers available, it actually could be Moreno. 1 goal and 1 assist in a 4-1 win. My opinion, EKAMBI's had the better performance. But I wouldn't deny him this card. It doesn't look great, actually, but yeah, it is what it is. Moving on. And our final Leicester player is Jamie Vardy with a hat-trick in that 9-0 win. And he had the audacity at 9-0 in the, 88th, 89th minute to shush the opposition. What is wrong with the Vardys? They are mental. But yeah, he could get one, because he's the better of the 3. So that wouldn't surprise me either. Rashford up next, and a lot of people will disagree with this, but to be fair, it's not often you get to praise a Manchester United performance. 1 goal and 1 assist in a 3-1 win for Rashford. To be fair, that could be enough. Last season before, no, that wouldn't have been enough. But this year, with Manchester United struggling, good performance actually for Man United against Norwich. And of course, he does have 2 goal contributions in a 3-1 win. So that wouldn't surprise me at all, and it would be a great card. Depay is a very loose decision here. He's only got 1 goal. It only finished 2-0. Wasn't a big fixture. It wasn't like, against PSG or anything. But I have a feeling. When you got a feeling and you have to run with it? This is that feeling. When you see a pass on the pitch and you're thinking, that's not going to happen, but I've got to try it. Yeah, this is what this is. And our final player, and hopefully, fingers crossed, please EA, Mbappe. We've got 2 goals and a Man of the Match award in a 4-0 win. Is that enough? Probably not. It would be a left wing as well, which actually I would be very, very happy with. Not that I'm ever going to pack him, but or be able to afford him. But given the chance, the fact that he's left wing actually helps me out a lot. So fingers crossed he can get himself that in form. There is another player actually, Balanta, but for some reason I haven't put him in there. I've just noticed him right at the end of my page here. 2 goals and 2 assists and a 4-2 win, so bear that in mind. But that's going to bring us to the end of this week's Team of the Week predictions. If you have enjoyed it, or maybe you think I've left anybody out, then let me know down below. Hit the like button, of course. Subscribe to the channel for you, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.